Hey guys, I'm Nandini and today we are going to start with the chapter Synthetic Fibers and Plastics, Class 8, Chapter 3. Introduction to Fibers. All fabric materials are made from many fibers which are obtained from natural or artificial sources. Cotton is a natural fiber obtained from the cotton plant. So since it's obtained from a plant, it is a natural fiber. All synthetic fibers are man-made fibers that are prepared by a number of processes using raw materials of petroleum. So synthetic fibers are made from chemical processes, and chemical processes on whom? On petroleum. And these raw materials from petroleum origin are called as petrochemicals. Synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers consist of many small units or monomers which combine together to form larger units. So many small units combine together to form a larger unit called polymer. So monomers together form polymers, in which poly means many and mer means part or unit. Thus polymer is made of many repeating units called monomers. Example: nylon, rayon, acrylic, polyester, etc. Properties of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers can be washed and dried quickly. They do not wrinkle easily and are very durable. They are less expensive when compared to natural fibers. So synthetic fibers are less expensive, they do not wrinkle easily and can be washed and dried quickly. They're easy to maintain, so they need less maintenance than natural fibers, and they're readily available than natural fibers. Since natural fibers take time to grow, then to harvest, then to store them properly, and then they make fiber out of it, whereas synthetic fibers are very readily available. They are made in factories. They are made from chemicals. Disadvantages of synthetic fibers. A big disadvantage of synthetic fiber is that they melt on heating. So synthetic fibers melt on heating. Synthetic material catches fire, the fabric melts and stick to the body of the person wearing it. So synthetic material catch fire and stick to the body of the person who's wearing that synthetic fiber. It is extremely dangerous, so it is important not to wear synthetic fiber or synthetic clothes in kitchen or laboratory. Rayon fibers. Fiber obtained by chemically treating wood pulp is called rayon or artificial silk. So rayon is like artificial silk, and it can not be called a natural fiber as it is man-made. Characteristics of rayon. Rayon is cheaper than silk and can be woven like silk fabrics. It is highly absorbent, soft and comfortable. So rayon is absorbent, soft and comfortable. It is easy to dye in wide range of colors and drapes well. Uses of rayon. Rayon is used in clothing industry, home furnishing, etc. Rayon mixed with cotton to make bed sheets and curtains, or with wool to make carpets. So rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets and curtains, and mixed with wool to make carpets. Nylon. Nylon is a synthetic fiber which is made from coal, water and air. It is elastic, very lustrous and easy to wash. It dries quickly and retains its shape. So things made from nylon are put here. You can see the pictures, pause the video, see the pictures. Uses of nylon. Nylon is used to make seat belts in cars, curtains, sleeping bags, tents, toothbrush bristles, socks and rope. It is also used for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing. It is used for making fishing nets too. Polyester. Polyester is a synthetic fiber derived from coal, air, water and petroleum. So nylon is derived from coal, air and water. Polyester is derived from coal, air, water and petroleum. Polyester is made of repeating chemical units called esters. Poly times ester makes polyester. Types of polyesters. Polycore is a mixture of polyester and cotton. So polycore, as the word suggests, polyester and cotton. Polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. So polywool. Fabrics made from polyester retain its shape and remain crisp. So polyester retains its shape and remain crisp. Polyester is easy to wash and dry. Terylene is a popular form of polyester which can be drawn into very fine fabrics. So terylene can be drawn into very fine fabrics. Okay guys, these fabrics can be woven like any other yarn. So very thin fabrics can be woven like any other yarn. PET is another form of polyester which is used for making bottles, utensils, films and wires. Polyester is also used for making hose, ropes, nets, threads, raincoats, fleece jackets, clothing and medical textiles. Acrylic is a synthetic polymer of methacetyl. Fabric made from acrylic is warm to wear, so it is like wool. It retains its shape and is durable. Acrylic is easy to wash and dries quickly. Acrylic is used in apparel like sweaters, socks, and in home furnishing such as furniture, carpet, blanket, and upholstery. Industrial uses of acrylic include craft, yarn, awning, boats, vehicle covers, etc. Plastics. Plastics are polymers of long carbon chain. They consist of very long molecules, each composed of carbon atom. So polymers, many polymers combine to form plastics. Polymers of whom? Polymers of long carbon chains. These small building blocks called monomers link together to form long carbon chains called polymers. So many monomers combine to form long carbon chains which are polymers. These polymers can be linked in linear manner to form linear polymers and linked in cross manner to form cross-linked polymers. So linear polymers are the ones which are in a straight line. Cross-linked polymers are the ones which are not in a straight line but are cross-linked. Polyester. So the examples of polyester are as follows. You can see here. Types of plastics. Okay, so types of plastic. Thermoplastics. They get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily, are known as thermoplastics. So they can be easily bent on heating. Most of the linear polymer or are combination of linear and cross-linking polymers are thermoplastics. So thermoplastics are linear polymers or combination of linear and cross-linking polymers. Thermosetting plastics. Plastics which when molded cannot be softened on heating are called thermosetting plastics. They're heavily cross-linked polymers and the examples are bakelite, melamine, vulcanized rubber. Thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. So thermoplastics are these. You can see here in the picture. Thermoplastics are these bottles, the ice trays, the mugs which we use, the plastic wires. And thermosetting which cannot be molded again are chairs, tables, stool, bucket. So all of these which you can see here. Trays, dustbin. Next we have properties of plastics. Plastics do not corrode easily, means they do not get affected by air, moisture and the things they get in contact with. Plastics can be carried easily as they are low weight materials. So we can carry plastic from one place to another as they are very light in weight. Plastics are strong and durable. So plastics are very strong, they don't break easily and they are durable. We can use the plastic vessels and all for a very long period of time. Plastics can be easily molded into different shapes and sizes. So you must have seen plastics have so many shapes, so many sizes, and this is why it is so widely used in our day-to-day life. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. So plastics are poor conductors means the material which is inside the plastic vessel gets heated and the plastic does not get heated. So it does not conduct, but the material which is inside it conducts. It is used for making handles of cooking vessels. Uses of plastic, household appliances. Special plastic is used in making the cookware used in microwave ovens for cooking food. In microwave ovens, the heat cooks the food but does not affect the plastic vessel. That's what we just discussed. Teflon coating is another plastic which is used in non-stick cookware. So 2 points here, okay. First is the melamine, out of which we make utensils, microwave proof. The other is Teflon, which is a non-stick coating which does not allow water and oil to stick to it. Healthcare, packing materials of tablets, syringes, threads used for stitching wounds, and doctor's gloves all are made of plastics. Transportation, the interior parts of cars like dashboard and some other parts of helicopter. So all these dashboards, parts of helicopter, the syringes, the gloves, the threads used for stitching wounds, all of them are made of plastics. Harmful effects of plastic. Polythene bags are non-biodegradable, means they cannot be decomposed by the bacteria and cause environmental pollution. Since they cannot be decomposed, they add to the soil, they cause environmental pollution. Burning of plastics produce a large amount of smoke, which causes environmental pollution again. So we can't even burn and they don't get decomposed by themselves. They undergo a process known as photodegradation. Photo means light, and light of which whose light? The sun's light. So when sunlight fall on plastic, they break into smaller toxic particles. That's photodegradation. These particles contaminate soil and water and end up entering the food chain. When eaten accidentally by animals like cow, it causes their death. The polythene bags can be taken by the cows or cattle and cause to death because they choke their respiratory system. Polythene bags are also responsible for the clogging of drainage systems in cities and towns. So in cities and towns, when you see drainage system, polythene bags or plastics can choke them. Plastics take several years to decompose. Thus, to save environment, we should use plastic properly and avoid their misuse. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe and share. And for doubts, please contact us at mystudybuddy.help@gmail.com. Thanks once again.